Hey guys, how are y'all today? Today what we're going to do is we are going to be doing something called printmaking. Printmaking is when you transfer an image or a picture from one surface to another surface. So let's go ahead and get started. There's going to be several items that you're going to need, so you'll have to round up some stuff. All right, the first thing you're gonna need is gonna be a meat tray. So I recommend that it's white, or you can use the yellow. Black probably won't work so well because you won't be able to see your drawing. So get a meat tray, wash it really good with soap and water, and dry it off really good. And that's what you're gonna use for this project, so a meat tray. The other things that you're gonna need will be some paper towels. I've got quite a few here. I probably won't need this many, but I would always rather have a few more than what I actually need, just in case I need it. You never know what could happen. All right, a pair of scissors and a ruler. This ruler came out of the art kit that was passed out, so you should have a ruler if you picked up your art kit. The next thing you're gonna need will be your art kit, the art kit paper. So take out one piece of the white drawing paper out of your art kit. All right, so here's my one piece of paper. Let me set that down. And I think the last thing, no, we have two more things we need. You're gonna need a cake pan or a baking tray. And this one is a really small one. And you're gonna fill it, not quite, but almost halfway full with water. I've got some paper floating around in here already, but that's what it's gonna be for, so your paper can soak in water. All right, so baking pan with water. And the last thing we're gonna need will be markers. All right, so in your art kit, there was a pack of markers, so those markers will be just fine. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna take your Styrofoam and a pair of scissors, and you're gonna cut off this rounded edge. So get rid of that. And if you need to get a grown-up to help you cut, get a grown-up to help. I'm cutting that off. So by the time I'm finished, I will have a nice flat rectangle to draw on. We are going to be drawing on the Styrofoam. There we go. There is my rectangle. Take these pieces right here of scrap and go put them in your trash can. Don't leave them on your floor for your mom to sweep up. All right, that would not make her too happy, would it? All right, next we're going to take our paper. Here it is. So let's take that and move it out of our way. Take your paper, and we're going to get 4 pieces of paper out of this one piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in half and put a crease in it. There we go. And then I'm gonna cut that with my scissors. So where that crease is where I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna try to cut it as straight as possible. And now I'm gonna show you another way to cut paper. You don't always have to use scissors to cut paper. You can always tear it. I like the tear method the best. So that's when you can use your ruler. Take your ruler. Let's fold our paper in half first. You need to find the middle. And open it back up. Okay. See that little crease? Lay your ruler right there on that crease. Press it down really nice and tight. Hold it down. Lift up your paper and just pull. All right, it makes a really nice straight edge. I'm going to take one piece of that and put it in the water. Okay, so all 4 pieces of your paper should go in the water. I already had a couple pieces in there. I'm going to go ahead and tear this one in half. That way I'll have all 4 pieces of paper. There we go. Here's my tray of water. All right, I have all 4 pieces of paper soaking in this water. All right, yeah, that's good. Get it back down in there. Now then, we're gonna keep letting this paper soak while we draw. So I'll move that back out of the way. We've checked on it, it's good. Get our styrofoam back out. I'm gonna dry this little area off, got kind of wet. Okay. All right, I'm ready to draw. I'm gonna draw something very, very simple. I'm gonna draw a rainbow. I'm gonna use the fat edge of my marker to make a nice fat line. And as you're doing this, you wanna really make sure that your drawing is not gonna be bigger than your paper. If it's too big, your paper won't fit over all of it. So make sure that you're thinking about that as you draw. There's the purple. Let's see here, I think I'll do orange. I like orange. And then I think I could do turquoise. But I really need to be careful. And then I'm gonna use yellow and draw some sparkles coming off my sun. I don't know if they'll all show up or not. We'll see. And then I'm gonna use blue and I'm gonna draw some little clouds at the edges of the rainbow. So I'm just keeping it very, very simple. There we go. So there is my picture so you can see it. Next, we're going to get out a paper towel and we're gonna get out a piece of paper. Don't let your paper drip on the table, all right? Let it drip in the pan, get all the drips off, then lay it on your paper towel. Get another paper towel and dab it off. Your paper should feel damp. It should not have any water drips on it at all. You don't want it to be soaking wet. Yeah, that feels nice and damp. It'll feel really soft when it is damp. Lay your paper over your image. There we go. Yeah, it fit. And just press it. I'm just kind of using, you can use the palm of your hand to press. And you'll see it coming through. So what you're doing, oh, I think I might have just smeared it. But what you're doing is you are transferring that image from the styrofoam to the paper. I'm pretty sure that when I moved that paper over, it might have smeared it. So let's see what happened. I might be kind of sad. Yeah, it smeared a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is next time I'm gonna be way more careful and try not to smear the paper or let it rub. So I'm just gonna redraw this picture. And then I'm gonna reprint it. Let's see if we can't get it to look the way it's supposed to look. That's the way it goes in art. Sometimes you make a mistake. And when you make that mistake, what do? Right? You just have to keep going. You just don't tell anybody you made a mistake, or just fix your mistake, or redo it, or turn it into a pattern. But never give up, just keep on going. That's why we made 4 pieces of paper. All right, I think this will work much better. And let me just go over that yellow really quick. And this time, I will just have to be very careful with the way I handle that paper. Move that. Get a paper towel out. Take out a piece of water from my tray. I'm just Just letting it drip in the tray. Put it on the paper towel. Dry it off a little bit. There we go. And try again. There. This time, I am not gonna mess up. So I'm just pressing it down, and you'll see that image start showing through your paper. There we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, much better. Ta-da! Yeah. Alright, so you can see that the image is completely on my paper, but I drew it on the Styrofoam. It'll look different. It'll look kind of fuzzy. The edges are a little bit blurry. Looks really nice. Alright. So I like that one. This was the first one. It's not quite as dark. Okay, I'm gonna set this to the side and let it dry. It'll probably take about a day for it to dry. Now then, I'm gonna take my Styrofoam and I'm gonna wipe some of that off here. I'm gonna flip it over to the back side because I can use the back. I'm going to do another one, but this time I'm going to write the word love. Lots of kids like to write that word on their artwork. So I figure this is a good word to use for an example. When you are printmaking and you are writing, something is gonna happen. I'm not gonna tell you what, but I'll show you. So here are my letters, L-O-V-E. And I'll use pretty good handwriting, I guess. Can you guys read that? All right. And I think I can decorate it with some purple. Okay. Make it look kind of fancy. So there's my design. I'm going to take my paper. I have one piece of paper left here in my tray. Let the water drip. All right, set on the paper towel. Use another paper towel. Kind of get some of that water off. It still needs to be damp, but not soaking wet. Yeah, you really probably can't see that, but it's wet. Okay, let's find out what happens. I laid that down. I'm pressing, trying to get that marker ink to transfer to the other paper. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. It definitely does something special. Yeah. It shows up backwards. So the letters are reversed. Anytime you write or make or draw letters and numbers, they are reversed, which means they're backwards. It works that way too with your artwork, but it's not going to show up as much as if you do letters. So if you are trying to write your name or somebody else's name or any words, you can do it, but you have to write those words backwards. So you can experiment with it and see what happens. It's still fun, but I did want you to see what happens when you are making images using letters and numbers, okay? You know, it looked like this at first, but it printed like this, so. But it's still fun. All right, guys, please upload your images. Let me see what you've done. And if you have any questions, you can email me. You can call me on my phone here in the classroom. And I can't wait to see what you guys make. Talk to you later. Bye.